Hello, welcome to STEM School. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to add decimals. Now, let's take a look what we have here. Okay, so we have 0.2 plus 0.6. So what we're gonna do with that? So first, the easiest way that we can do it, because it's still simple, we can do it as 2/10 plus 6/10. Okay, so in this case that will be quite obvious, right? So 2 plus 6, right? So we'll have 8/10. So 8/10, then what is 8/10? That is 0.8. Okay, so from that you can see actually it's like 2 plus 6, and because it's 8, so it still remained at the 10th place. Okay, so let's take a look at the other way that we can do it, which it's more like a demonstration rather than we would rather probably not to do that in that way. So we got 0.2, right? So again we can count, right? So that's 1, that's 2, right? So 0.2, and that's 2 there, and we got the 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if we count it from the bottom, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8, right? So obviously it's like 0.8. So or the other way we can use by counting the number line. So that's the other example. But in this lesson, I would rather show you how to calculate them properly. Okay, so let's take a look at our next example. All right. So we'll have 0.5 plus 0.9. Okay, so again, we can convert it to 5/10 plus 9/10, right? So which is 5 plus 9, right? So 5 plus 9, we have 14/10, right? We have 14/10. Okay, so 14/10. We all know that 10/10 is actually 1, right? So 10/10 is 1. So what we've left is 4/10 left, right? So that's 1.4. Okay. I hope it's clear. And let's take a look at our next example. All right. So we have 4 plus 2.9. So this is special. We got the whole number here, and we got the decimal here. All right. So what we're gonna do is that we'll have 4 plus 2 plus 9/10, right? So why is that? Because we just separate 2.9 into 2 plus 9/10, right? So and now we're gonna do the calculation. So that will be 4 plus 2, which is 6, plus 9/10, right? So 6 plus 9/10. Okay, so 6 again. 6 is coming from 4 plus 2. Okay, and we got the 9/10 here. So basically it equals 6.9 as the result. Okay, 6.9. So we can see from there. So if we got the whole number plus decimal, whole number with decimal, right? So we just add the number here. Okay, 4 plus 2. So let's take a look at our other examples. So 2.5. So we are getting more and more complicated here. So 2.5 plus 3.2. So what we should do? So we're gonna equal to, so 2.5 is 2 plus 0.5, right? So that's 2.5. 2 plus 0.5. And 3.2 is 3 plus 0.2, right? So 3 plus 0.2, okay? So, and the next we're gonna do is we're gonna switch them, all right? So we're gonna 2 here, we're gonna move 3 here, we're gonna move 0.5 here, we're gonna move 0.2, the 0.2 stays there, right? So equals this. So now you can see that we got 2 plus 3 here and 0.5 plus 0.2 here, right? So what it equals? It equals 5 plus 0.7. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 0.5 plus 0.2 is 0.7, right? So now we just only need to calculate 5 plus 0.7, which is 5.7, okay? So let's take a look at another example, which is a bit more complicated than this one we have here. So we got 3.6 plus 4.8. Okay, so again, first we're gonna do is separate them, right? So we got a 3 plus 0.6 plus 4 plus 0.8. Okay, so same as previous example, so nothing new. And we're gonna switch them, right? So it equals, so we got 3 here, we got 4 here, again, we got 0.6 here, we got 0.8 here, right? So again, 3 plus 4, we calculate that first, and then we calculate 0.6 plus 0.8. So we have what? 3 plus 4 is 7, okay? 3 plus 4 is 7. And 0.6 plus 0.8 is 14 tenths, right? So I write it specifically this way, 14 tenths. Why is that? Because we got 10 tenths there. So 10 tenths, we know that 10 tenths is what is equals to 1, right? We got 1 here. So what we need to do is we need to add this 1 to 7, right? So 7 plus 1 is what? Is 8. And we got 4 tenths left. So that means what? 7 plus 1 is 8. So we got 8 point, we got 4 left, right? So 8.4. So that's the result we have here, okay? 8.4. And this is our next example, okay? So we not only have tens there, we will have the hundreds there in this calculation. So we got here 1.22 plus 2.32. So what we're gonna do is we will have 1 plus 0.22 plus 2 plus 0.32, right? So again, so separate this into this and separate this into this. So, and now let's switch them, right? So again, 1 here, 2 here, right? 0.22 here and 0.32 remains there. So, okay, and then we calculate 1 plus 2 first, and we calculate this, right? So 1 plus 2 equals what? Equals 3. Okay, 1 plus 2 equals 3. And 0.22 plus 0.32 is 0.54, right? 0.54. How is that? We calculate the hundreds first, right? So calculate hundreds first. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then we get the tens place, right? 2 plus 3, we got here 2, we got here 3, right? 2 plus 3 is 5, right? So we got the tens place there. So the result we need is to get from 3 plus 0.54, okay, which is 3.54, all right? So 3.54, so that's the result. And let's take a look at our next example. A bit more complicated than previous one, of course. So now we have here 1.93 plus 2.32. Okay, 1.93 plus 2.32. So the first step, again, same as before. We move it to 1 plus 0.93 plus 2 plus 0.32. Okay, so our next step, of course, the same, switch them, right? So 1 here, 2 here, okay, and 0.93 and 0.32. Okay, so let's calculate 1 plus 2 first and then calculate this, right? So now we have a bit more different, a bit complicated, right? So 1 plus 2 is easy, it's 3, right? And here we got 0.93 plus 0.32, which at the hundredths place, it's easy. So 3 plus 2, we got 5 hundredths, right? 5 hundredths. But here we have 9 plus 3 here, right? Which is 12 tenths. So what we need to do is 12 tenths again, right? So that is, we got 10 tenths. Again, 10 tenths is 1. So we need to have this 1 together plus 3 plus 1, right? So that means we'll have 4 there, right? So that will be 4 there, right? Obvious. So if 3 plus 1 here is 4, what's left here? We got 2 tenths and 5 hundredths, right? So what's the result will be? That equals 4.25, right? So again, 4 here, right? And we got 2 tenths left, right? And 5 hundredths, okay? And now let's take a look how we can calculate it this way, right? So it's just a different format. So we got 1.93 there and 2.32 there. So 3 plus 2, here's 3 plus 2, right? It's 5. 9 plus 3, it's 12. So we got 2 here. We got additional 1 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So that's why we have 4 here. Okay, so again, 9 plus 3 is 12, 2 here, and the 1 here, additional 1 here. Okay, so let's take a look at our next example. All right, so we got 0.35 plus 0.34. Okay, so how we can do that? So let's separate them. We can separate them. So 0.3 plus 0.05. So basically we are separating separated into tenths and hundredths place, right? So in 0.34 the same. So 0.3 and 0.04. So hundredths and the tenths place, right? So we got those two. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch them, right? So we're gonna 0.3 here plus 0.3 here. Okay, so this is this and this one is this one. Okay, so and we got 0.05 here and 0.04 remains the same place. Okay, so the next calculation is really we add these two together and add these two together, right? So equals 0.6, right? So 0.3 plus 0.3 is 0.6, and 0.05 plus 0.04, it's 0.09 here, right? Okay, now we add them together, right? So that's easy. So it's basically 0.69. So that's pretty obvious. We got tens placed there, we got hundreds placed here. So we just put them together. Okay, so let's take a look at our next example. We got 0.46 plus 0.36. Okay, 0.46 plus 0.36. So what we're gonna do, first step, same. So separate them into two, separate them into two, okay? And then the next step, also the same. So switch them so that we can make the calculations. So this one is here, this one is here, this one is here, and this one remains here, right? So and then we just add 0.4 plus 0.3, okay, and 0.06 plus 0.06, right? So what we'll have here, we will have 0.7, right? So 4 plus 3 is 7, so we'll have 0.7, but here we have what? 0.12, okay? Why? Because because 6, so 600 plus 600 there is what? 1200, right? So again, we got additional 10 hundreds, which is 1/10, right? So that means we got 1/10 there, and we got 7/10 there, right? So again, we've learned calculations in the past example. We just put them together, right? So 7 plus 1, and it's 8. And that 2 is what's left at the hundreds place, okay? So we'll have the result at 0.82 in this case. So 2 is here, and 1 plus 7, okay? And this example, all right? So that's 0.66 plus 0.37, okay? So the first step, again, same. Okay, so all right, so the lines are overlapped with the calculation. Let me read this. So it's equals 0.6 plus 0.06 plus 0.3 plus 0.07. So nothing changed from the previous step. We just separate them, and the next step is to switch them, right? So the next step is here. So we got 0.06 there, 0.3 here, okay? So that we can add them together. So it's already displayed the final result. So here it's 0.9, right? So those two add together, it's 0.9. And we have the 0.06 here and 0.07 here, right? So we add them together, it's 0.13, right? And we need to add those two together, right? So again, as the previous example, we got 1 here at the tens, so it need to add with 9, right? So add with 9, but 1 plus 9 is what? It equals to 10, right? So we got 10 tenths. So what does that mean? That means we have 1, right? So we have here 10. Okay, so we have here 10 tenths from this, right? 10 tenths from 0.9 plus 0.1, right? So that means we have 1, 1. Okay, we have 1 there, and 0 tenths remained, right? So, and there is the 300s there. So how can we put them together? So it's like 1.0 because there's 0 tenths, and 3 because 300s left, right? So equals 1.03. That's the final result from this calculation. That's everything for today's lesson. Please click like if you like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.